was out in the world today, coming out of a place, going into a place, actually. The guy says to me, "Hey, Merry Christmas." I said, yeah. And he says, "Hey, Star of Bethlehem tonight." And I said, "I know." I said, "The conjunction of the planets." And he said, "Huh? Last time it happened was 800 years ago." Yeah. And I looked around and I said, "Well, the sky's blue." I said, "Maybe for once we'll be able to see one of these things. Because you never see anything in the dark places. They just talk about it." By the time afternoon rolled around, the clouds rolled through. And summer solstice in Australia, winter solstice here. Longest, darkest night of the year. And you never see the night sky. That's not true. However, every time there's some spectacular religious thing about to happen, the sky clouds over and you don't see a goddamn thing. And it's like, that went pretty well. December 21, winter solstice, 2020. If you can't see anything, you're seeing clearly. And so then something pops up and I start listening to him. And he starts talking about planetary PowerPoints. And I'm like, why? I already talked about it. Who was it? Somebody wrote a story about it. The Necronomicon. The ziggurat at the city of Ur. The Tor at Avalon. And that, I can never say it right. I can't remember. Montchartreux Cathedral in France, where they built the cathedral upon old pagan grounds. There are like 3 PowerPoints in the planet Earth according to the Necronomicon, and I've been to 2 of them by mistake. So he's talking about the PowerPoints on the planet Earth, and I'm just sitting there going, I guess I gotta get to France. And I'm sitting there thinking, this guy's onto something. This is very interesting. The guy's sitting there talking, he's whatever, very interesting. And then he starts talking about the circles, and he's talking about Stonehenge, and he's talking about Avebury, and he's talking about these things, and Glastonbury. That's where the Tor is. I didn't see the stone circles at Avalon, but I saw them at Stonehenge, and in Avebury, that's the one I've always been talking about. It's huge. You have to stand back to see it. It's not like you're coming up on your little horse and the daylight comes up and you're standing next to it and you go, look at that fucking giant piece of rock. Avebury is a wider space. And there are pictures of me up on top of it going, ah! I get a lot of pictures of me going, ah! And there's a picture of me up on top of a rock in Avebury. I climbed it. Nobody else could get up there. I picked the holes. You know, like a tarantula, you got just fingers that grasp things. I've been told I've got a hell of a, what do you call it? I don't remember what you call it in wrestling. So, I've been standing there, and those rocks, evidently, according to this guy, they're coming into the earth and shooting power. Standing on one. I'm right there at the place where the energy's coming down and the energy's coming up, and I'm just at the midpoint going, ha 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 ha, and the instructor's going, get the fuck down. Get the fuck down. You gotta respect these people. You can't get a picture of you lying on King Arthur's fake grave. Get the fuck up. You can't be sitting there. Get the fuck up. You know, so there's all that. And so I'm like, this guy might be onto something. And then he starts talking about drawing in energy bodies from different dimensions, and we all have to bring them in so that we can all be part of each other and we can make this all happen. It's like, no. You lost me there. This is mine. It's mine. I don't share it with too many people. No matter how much I talk about it, I don't share it with too many people. You cannot tear yourself apart that much to give to everybody and still expect to have a piece of yourself. Happy solstice.